Hi guys, I'm just doing a quick video today because I have a couple of crocheted items I want to show you. The first thing I made was this plastic bag holder. We have a lot of plastic grocery bags and I just had them like stored in one giant grocery bag, and it was like really big and bulky and taking up a lot of room in my kitchen, and I wanted to crochet something nicer to put all my bags in. And I found this pattern in the Crochet World Scrap Crochet special issue. It came out a couple of months ago, and it actually goes, it's only on display until April 6th, which is today, so if you don't have it now, I guess you won't be able to find it. But yeah, I found the pattern in here, so I can't share it because it's in a publication. But yeah, I made this because we have lots of bags. We do use reusable bags when we go grocery shopping, but there's a lot of times when either we don't bring enough reusable bags and we need to buy some plastic bags, or we forget our reusable bags, which happens a lot because we bring the groceries in and then we forget to put the reusable bags back in the car. And then like when we go to places like Walmart or like stores at the mall and stuff, we don't think to bring reusable bags with us, like to the mall and stuff like that. So we get bags from stores like that and we save them, and we actually use the plastic bags in our kitchen trash can. I don't like to go out and buy like boxes of trash bags for the kitchen garbage. I reuse the grocery store garbage bags, and I also use them to scoop out our kitty litter in. So I like to save them, and I wanted to crochet something nice to save them in. And the top and bottom holes are stretchy because they are made by crocheting around hair elastics. And I had some hair elastics because when I use them, I use the same ones over and over again. Like I have to use two because my hair is so thick. I use two at a time. And I use the same two over and over again until they're just way too stretched out and they don't hold my hair anymore. And I had a couple that were very stretched out, but they were the perfect size for this. And so rather than throw them out, I used them for this, and you just crochet around the hair elastic and then just keep going all the way down, and then you crochet around another one at the end. It's actually a really good idea. And then there's a loop on it so you can like hang it on a hook or on a doorknob. I hang it on like the covered doorknob in the kitchen. And this actually holds a lot of bags. I had a few dozen bags, and I folded them and like crumpled them up really tiny and shoved them all in, so there's like a few dozen bags in here. And this is about a couple feet long, so it actually holds a lot of bags, and I love it, and it's so pretty. And the yarn I used for it, I used Red Heart Comfort, but this it's like a variegated. It has like shades of like blue and gray, but it doesn't have a name. It just has a color number. It says color 4056. There's no color name. And I actually found this this is one of those big 1 pound skeins. I found it at a thrift shop actually for like $4, and these go for like $8 or $9 at Walmart here. So I think that was a really good deal, and there's still tons left. There's like most of a skein here. I think I might make a little blanket for the cats out of it, maybe. I don't know what else I could do with it. Yeah, I think I might make a blanket for the cats out of this. So that's the first item. And the second thing I made was this book cover. I found this online. I think it might have been on Ravelry or something. I have the link for it in my favorites. I'll put it down below, so if anyone's interested, they can check it out. The original pattern actually had, it was for a book cover in the size of a typical hardcover book, but I have more, as you can see back there, I have more paperback books than hardcover books, and I figure hardcover books like already have a hardcover. They don't really need protection. I figured paperback books need more protection than a hardcover book, and since I have more paperback books anyways, I decided to try to alter the pattern to make it smaller to fit a paperback book, but of course I suck at math. So I kind of calculated it wrong, and there's like, I don't know how that happened. It's like, no, it doesn't go all the way to the sides of the book, and the The pockets in here that you stick the cover in were too short, so the cover is actually kind of bent inside, and I calculated it wrong, and it doesn't fit most of my books. So, I don't know, it's pretty though, I like it, but I can't use it for most of my books because it's gonna, like, bend the covers and damage them, so, I don't know, and it has a built-in bookmark as well, with a little curly on the end. I like that, I think it's really neat. And then there's a button closure. You can, because you make the closure separately and then sew it on, so you don't have to put a closure on it if you don't want to. And you don't have to do the bookmark either. You can just end it, because you make the two sides separately and then you stitch them together and then you chain more to make the bookmark, but you can just stitch them together and then end there. You don't have to make the bookmark if you don't want to. So yeah, it was actually a really easy pattern. It only took me like a couple hours altogether. I had to keep like ripping it out and redoing it again because my math calculations, like I was trying to scale it down and trying to figure out how many like chains I needed to start out with to make it smaller, and my calculations were just way off. As always, math has always been my worst subject. But anyways, so yep, this is my cute book cover, which I can't really use for many books. And I tried to stretch it out, and it's just not stretching. I made the stitches way too tight. But anyways, yeah, and I wanted something really bright and colorful, so I went to Michael's, and I found this Peyton's Canadiana yarn in color rainbow, obviously. And the funny thing about this, it's called Peyton's Canadiana. There's like a maple leaf, and there's like a beaver on it, so you think, you know, this is Canadian yarn. Nope, it's made in Turkey. So random. But I love this yarn. It's soft and pretty and colorful. And I love my book cover, but I can't really use it because I suck at math. And those are the only things I've made in the last couple of weeks. I haven't really been crocheting much. I just haven't really been in the mood. I've actually been reading a lot and not really crafting much. And so the next things I'm planning to make, I have two nieces, and their birthdays are coming up soon. My one niece, my brother's daughter, is turning 8 in June, and she really likes, you know, butterflies and like girly things. And in the most recent issue of Crochet World, there is a pattern for an amigurumi ladybug. I'm trying not to show much of the pattern, I just want to show the picture here so you know what I'm talking about. Amigurumi ladybug. And so I'm going to make that for her birthday in June. Hopefully I'll get it done by then. And in the ladybug shell, you're actually supposed to put a 10-inch round pillow form in there, so then it's kind of like a ladybug pillow. But I've only been able to find square pillow forms at all the craft stores here, so I guess it's not going to be a pillow, it's just going to be a regular amigurumi thing. I'm just going to stuff it with like regular stuffing because I can't find the pillow form. And then my other niece is turning 9 in July, and she's been doing ballet since she was like 3, and she's really good and she wins competitions all the time and she loves ballet. So for her birthday, I am going to make her the ballerina mouse. Again, I'm just covering the pattern. So yeah, I'm going to make her the ballerina mouse. I have all the yarn and everything I need for both of these, so I'm going to get started on them ASAP, I guess, because they're probably going to take me a while, and I only have a few months to get them done. So those are my next projects, and I haven't gotten any further on my Doctor Who scarf because I haven't really been feeling like knitting. I really don't like knitting. I might work on it a little today, though. And I guess that's all I have to show. Oh, and I started making friendship bracelets. I bought embroidery thread because a lot of amigurumi calls for you to like stitch in facial features with embroidery thread. So I bought a whole bunch of different colors just to keep on hand for that, and then I decided to try to make some friendship bracelets out of the embroidery thread because I used to do that when I was little and I used to love it, so I decided to try to get back into it again. And the one pattern I was using, I started making this bracelet. I love the colors. I think they're really pretty. But I read the pattern wrong. It said to, when you start out, to cut lengths of thread twice the size of your arm, but I only cut them the size of my arm, so it's not long enough, and I can't keep going. The ends are too short, and that's all I got, unfortunately. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I guess I can make it like a keychain or something. It's too small to fit around my wrist, and my ankles are bigger than my wrist, so it's not going to be an anklet. So I guess I can make it into a keychain or something. But yeah, I guess I'm going to have to try again with some longer thread. But yeah, so that was my first attempt at a bracelet in like over 15 years. So yeah, 20 years maybe, even. But yeah, so that's all I've been up to lately. I don't have anything else to show. I hope everyone's well and happy crocheting.